Hey, summer friends, Olivia here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to another speed build. Today we're doing, are you ready for it? A mom and me. You know I love it. If you're new here, hi, I'm Olivia and I am obsessed with mom and me builds because I don't know why. I don't know. If you can relate, you can relate. If you know, you know. It's just that I love doing the mom clutter and I don't know, I just love it. So welcome in. And if you are new here, hi, I'm Olivia and I like to post Sims 4 speed builds on Sunday and sometimes trickle in another couple builds throughout the week, maybe, depending. But hey, I shared in my last video that I have a lot more time on my hands because funny, not funny, but I did lose my corporate job. Yeah, so I'll yap about that in this video, I'm sure. Yeah, well, let's just get into it. So, how are you? How have things been? I hope that life is treating you nothing but awesome. And yeah, not so awesome over here. I'm in week 3 of so I just start there. I'm in week 3 of not having my corporate job anymore, so it's definitely um I guess like I don't know. I don't want to say it hasn't sank in. It has. It's become more of my norm. And so, real quick, for the past decade, I have been juggling both a day job, trying to climb that corporate ladder, corporate girly, but I also have been building my own, successful business. I own a catering business. So, doing both is rough. It is. I know a lot of us do it. Maybe you do it. But it is not for the faint of heart. So, real quick, short story version. Long story long, right? No, I won't bore you. But yeah, I knew it for a while. Whenever your boss starts asking you questions like who's your contact for something, yeah. Plus, our the place that I worked at, I left another job for. And long story there, it was just that I I probably talked about on the channel years ago about it, but basically, I just didn't like being in there anymore. And so one of my boss actually left to go to another company, and she called me, so it worked out really well. And so her having to fire me was rough. I've been working with her for almost a decade, so that was hard. But I knew it was coming. I actually started on the team. I think we had 12 people when I first started under her, and then it dwindled down to 2 of us left. And so, yeah, my call was 3 weeks ago. So, yeah, I knew it was coming just because, like, when you're in corporate world, you can kind of tell the silence. I've been telling Robert probably almost a year that my time was up. But I just don't think that I knew it, but I don't think I let it sink in. I think both of those could be true. And so here we are. Hi. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I feel as though going into week 4 at this point, I feel um surprisingly surprised that I don't miss it as much as I did weeks ago. And I definitely don't miss the teams ding 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 ding. I don't miss the Outlook. I don't miss the Outlook like determining my day. I do whatever I want. Being a business owner, I've been like that. I mean, before I did the catering, trust me, I've always owned some type of business. That's just who I am. But I can't say that I've ever been able to just focus on that only. I still worked like 70 hours last week, my own, but it was for my own business and it felt different. So, yeah, I don't know what your girl's gonna do. I don't think that I'm going to give up the corporate life because of the lifestyle it gave us consistently. But at the same time, I would be lying if I told you that the last couple weeks haven't been as it's gone on, of course. They've gotten more comfortable. So I don't know. It's not like I'm rolling in money where I really have a choice, to be honest with you. So I don't know what's gonna happen. But anyway, this family back to this for a bit. The family house, this right here became a problem because I really wanted it to be I wanted to feel like a really like purposeful walk-in, like when you walk into like say apartment and you really need that spot to be purpose. You need to be able to have somewhere to drop your keys, you need somewhere to drop your shoes, especially if you have children, you need something to like have their bags. And so I kept trying that, and whatever night I was building this, I think you can see at this moment I'm like, let's move on for a while. I wasn't quite feeling it, but I think I like the way it ends up turning out in the end. I kind of moved some stuff around. So yeah, this is gonna be the living room, and then in between the living room and then the kitchen, there'll be a little dining room. And I did find this cute layout inspired on Pinterest, and I will link my Substack down below in my Pinterest board. So maybe if you're needing some inspo, you can go follow. And I try to I try to pin a lot of floor plans and stuff because if you're like me, you just keep doing the same old box, and you're like, what else can I do? So I don't know. I've been saving floor plans a lot, and I know a lot of them aren't Sims necessarily. A lot of them seem to be AI. Oh my God, don't get me started on AI. I just, okay, first off, people who talk about AI don't know a lot about AI. Let me just say that. I just, I've spent the last year like getting to know it so well, and it seems as though the people who obsess about it just don't know enough about it. That's what I feel like. At least come at me and go ahead. Hey, you can have your own opinion. I'm just sharing mine. But I saw one of the really cute floor plans I just pinned like a couple hours ago, and someone's like, "This is AI, isn't it?" And I'm like, "And if it is, who like what does that mean? You only want handwritten, scribed on paper floor plans?" Like I don't understand where it's coming from. I truly believe that if you're someone who doesn't like I think it's because you don't know it enough. I cannot tell you it goes deeper than ChatGPT. Like, and you may know that. Maybe you too understand, and you understand what I'm saying. And I get it. It does make me question what's real anymore. I get that. But it almost feels like the kind of parents who I literally watched this video, and these moms, like a whole group of moms, were crying at their school board meeting because their kindergartners are going to be on a tablet. And I watched that thing about 3 times, and I thought, "Hi, do you know what year we're in?" I just don't think that people. I don't know. I'm not trying to be insensitive, but I feel as though um that's just the way of the world. Either you get with it or you're behind it. My grandpa was like that. He would always think, he would be telling my grandma almost in a fearful way because he didn't know enough about computers. He would always be like, "Don't be putting your credit card information on there." Okay, my grandpa wasn't a hick. Okay, he didn't sound like that. But because he didn't know enough about it, and I remember being a child like 14, 13 telling him that. I think you just don't know enough about it because you got to like do some steps to put your credit card number in. It makes you remember the time that he hated internet, right? He did not like it. But all of a sudden, he needed me to come down to the lake and help him sell his fire truck on eBay. And we did. I helped him do that. Um, it just makes me laugh because again, he just didn't know enough about it, and he would just talk all day about that internet. Yeah. Yep. And look where we are now. So that's my point. Okay. I get it. We don't want our kindergartners sitting on screens all day long. And I don't personally want that either. At the same time, they literally aren't. They go to art class, they go to different electives, they go to lunch, they go to recess still. Don't worry. We have not exchanged recess for VR yet. Okay. I'm being insensitive, but I just feel as though some people are like way on left field here where like, "Hi, this is 2026, and like this is just the way of the world." They're going to be on the computer for the rest of their lives. They're going to be working at, you're almost like you're bracing for what will become anyway. Anywho, not the conversation that was on my bingo card today. Anyone watching Big Brother? If you are, drop a comment and let me know what you think about this season. I won't bore you in case you're not, but I reluctantly asked Robert, "Hey, let's just start watching Big Brother again." I needed something to latch on to, I guess. And I love the fact that watching Big Brother, you get to do like the live feeds and all that stuff. So I signed up. I think I needed to buy Discovery or something. There's something I didn't have, and got it all set up, and we started watching it. I will keep this short. I'm a little bit unimpressed. CBS, I just feel as though with the budget you have and the people and the reach, you really could just up your game. It's wild. Like they have a time machine situation going on this year, and the effects. I just feel like I could do better. I feel like I could do better with AI. Okay. Just kidding. But I do feel like I could do better. And CBS, actually, if you're hiring, hi, I am looking for a job currently. So things, I I could help you out. A girl could help you out, but no, I just feel as though I needed something to like get into, you know what I mean? And I thought, hey, let's just start it. Like, you know how you start a show and you get all into it? I haven't done that for so long. And yeah, I don't know, we're about to watch, get caught up. We kind of didn't get to watch the end of last week, so we're gonna get caught up tonight after I get done recording. And I just want to know if anyone else is watching it, because so far the cast is unimpressive, and I don't mean to be negative, but like the whole entire expect the unexpected. Well, I'm expecting it. So Julie, that's a host. If you don't watch it, she needs to. I want to be shocked. I don't know if you watched the challenge. Like Robert and I are challenge lovers, and let me tell you, there are moments on the challenge. My jaw is on the ground. There's been so many like epic like rivals. There's been some crazy like drama. There's none of that on Big Brother, right? It's family friendly for one, which is good because I can ask my kids to watch with me and they tell me no, but it is family friendly. I remember growing up watching with my family. Matter of fact, the cousin that I talk about on here all the time, my cousin Nick, who introduced me to Sims, that was like a summer tradition at their house. We'd go on summer vacation, we'd go back to their house, we'd get set up with whenever DVR was a thing, okay. We'd get caught up on Big Brother, we'd order pizza, we'd order Chinese. They had a Chinese restaurant literally in their backyard, which I don't know, it's just funny, but they really did. You could smell chicken wings all day long. Like Chinese chicken wings. You really could. Or General Tso chicken all day long. We'd be in the pool swimming and I would smell General Tso chicken or crab bagoons. It's so true. But anyway, yeah, we would watch. That's what we would do. And that's what my family did too. So it's like almost like I was just trying to like get back into it. I'm trying. I don't know how far it's going to go, but I'm trying. Guys, it's been so long that I have been recorded. I don't know if I told you this, but we got a dog. I'll put him on the screen so you can see him because he's so freaking cute. He's a Chow Chow. His name's Phoenix. I'll put his Instagram down below because I am that person. But I want to share that to say, and I don't know if I already said this in another video, but I cannot tell you how important it is to not put yourself in a box. And what I mean by that is up until a couple of months ago, well, let's just say the beginning of this year, up until this beginning of this year, all my adult life, I would have told you in your face, confidently, I'm not getting a dog. We are not getting a dog at this house. I'm not doing it. We were leaving our Mexican restaurant one night, and Robert said, I have something I need to talk to you about. And I'm like, oh, dear God. Honestly, nothing bad. I just honestly thought, okay, he's going to start his YouTube channel up again. He's going to get back into RuneScape, which that's a long story for another time. But I didn't know what it was. I was not thinking this, but he said, I think we should get a dog. And I said immediately, no. I may have had choice words. But by the next stoplight, I said, let's do it. And I did that, and I remember how I felt in the moment. I did it because, number one, my kids deserve it. He deserved it. It's not fair for me to be a say all, know all, right? And I believe that. We are not, in our household, we're a democracy. We are not the kind of parents that say, hey, what do you want for dinner this week? Well, too bad, you're going to eat it. We are like, hey, collectively as a group, what do we want to eat? What do we want to do? If we're on vacation, mom and dad, we're not just the ones planning stuff. Like they research, they do stuff, whatever they want to do, we try to include them in life. And I feel really, really strongly about that. But I would have been a hypocrite if I said I did and at the same time decided for everybody that we weren't getting a dog. So I said yes. And I won't even say I said yes reluctantly. I didn't. I said yes because I believed in it. And by the time we got home, we knew we were getting a dog. And I went to bed that night knowing that we were getting a dog. We told the kids the next night, maybe. And funny story. I have so many stories, guys. I'm a blabber. Hi, I'm Olivia. Welcome to my Sims channel, and I'm a blabber. My middle Emmy, she's the sweetest girl if you ever met her. And she actually, okay, long story short, She actually was gonna, the night we told them that we're getting a dog, we said we have something to tell you guys, and they're like, oh, what? And Amelia said she sat back as she was actually going to tell us that she dropped her phone in water, her iPhone, and that it was broken. And she said later on that, well, I just thought, well, not tonight. Turns out her phone actually wasn't broken. It was just fine. It wasn't charging. It may have got wet, but it just wasn't charging. So and maybe it dried out. But crisis averted. But anyway, she's the sweetest. But we told them, and then we started doing research together. That's what I'm saying. Like we together decided on getting a chow. And I did a lot of research. We are not active people. We're gamers. We do a lot of home, especially in the winter. We are like home buddies. So I heard, and we all researched that they are as well. And we also work from home, so we didn't necessarily need a dog that wasn't attaching like that, but also that wasn't, because we also work out of the home a lot too with catering, and so we needed a mix. And so anyway, long story short, I just wanted to share that I am someone who said confidently, oh, we are not getting a dog in this house. And then from one stoplight to another, I completely changed my mind, almost in the way that when I was a teenager, one day I hated green beans and the next I couldn't stop eating them. I just think it's important to say that we can change our minds. We can completely wake up and decide we like green beans. We can wake up and we can decide that we want a freaking dog. We can wake up and decide we don't like corporate life anymore. I don't know. Or it can be forced upon you. No, but in all seriousness, we are allowed to change our minds. And I think that is so important. I would not have known that in my 20s or been able to appreciate that. But if you're younger listening to me, or even if you're older, just know that the people around you may have things. I'm sure people thought, oh, whoa, look at Olivia. She's getting a dog. What now? I'm sure they had things to say. Maybe they didn't. Hey, maybe no one cared. But for me, I just thought, yeah, I'm allowed to change my mind. And I did. And let me tell you, I'm a dog mom. I mean, roll your eyes. Because I've been there. I know exactly what, if you're not a dog person, I get it. But now, like, dog hair doesn't bug me. I'll wipe drool off his face. I don't care. He gets in our bed. I know. We said that. Robert was like, no. And he every night he gets in there to tell us goodnight, and then he goes off and does his own thing. He'll cuddle for a little bit and he's off. Guys, he's the cutest. I will link his Instagram down below. Please go follow. I just think you'll love it. I try to post feel good content, just him living his puppy life. He's 7 weeks. 7 weeks, or sorry, he's 7 months. I wish he was 7 weeks. He's 7 months. He's adorable. And I love him. We all love him. And we cannot even imagine life without him or before him. It's just completely 360. It's amazing. And he has so chows can't fly. Like, no, I mean, like they yeah. Did you know that chow puppies cannot fly? They're not a bird. No, I mean, like, they can't go on airlines. Most major airlines have them because they're short, something about their nose. I did find that out after, because we went to Chicago to get him. And I don't think Chicago might be 4 hours from us or 5 hours. I can't remember. We drove there, stayed the night, got him, and drove home. So it wasn't like it's too far. But I remember doing research, and the thought of flying home was an option. Turns out it wouldn't have been an option. So what I'm saying is, it's kind of the only thing I've been sad about is that our traveling life is kind of paused a tad, which, hey, works out, right? Things work out because I don't have a salary, but so not really doing a bunch of traveling. But I just there's so much different change that I didn't. I mean, we tried to think about a lot of things, but a lot of things we didn't. So definitely the traveling is one of them, and I'm not prepared to like leave him in like I don't want to leave him. I just can't imagine like the week he would feel so anxious, and I just don't think that I could do that. So I think what we're gonna have to do, I told Robert, we might have to buy an RV. Hey, I'm glad we didn't try, because that would have been another payment that we would have had to been able to figure out. Speaking of which, I think that it's hard out there to find a job. I know you're like, yeah, I know. If you're out there and you are finding one, I feel you. I feel your pain. It is not for the faint of heart. I probably do 20-ish applications a day, and I'm not kidding you. And it's rough for sure. But I'm not even so for sure what I want to do. So there's that too. Because again, we're allowed to change our mind. I'm just figuring it out day by day. But for now, hey, I have lots of time to play Sims. I do applications. I work on the business a little bit. I do whatever I really want to do, and then I play Sims. So, and I puzzle, and I'm loving it. But I know I got to figure it out eventually. This living room was a little bit of a challenge. I think it's because of the shape. The longer living rooms are always hard for me. I try my hardest not to do the same old thing that I do. I think this one I really did push myself in directions I normally don't go in. And then I started doing baby clutter, which makes me so happy. And I don't really have as much baby stuff. I think there's like a shortage of baby clutter in The Sims. I say that there's some creators that are just, I mean, top notch creators for baby stuff, but I am having a hard time finding new stuff. There's a lot of old stuff, but I'm having a hard time finding stuff I haven't seen. And so I think this week I'm going to focus on trying my hardest to find more family style CC, just clutter, just things that make houses feel real and lived in. That's kind of what I'm focused on lately, is trying to be more lived in. I think I mentioned these channels before, but there are a couple channels I follow that do like realistic houses that just bring you back to like total nostalgic. I mean, they make you feel like you're in for me, like a Midwest neighborhood. Absolutely love them. I will link them again down below if you're needing new people to follow. Maybe you might already follow them because they're great. One of them in particular does just like realistic builds. None, I'm not talking like luxury homes. I'm talking like real neighbor, like as if a luxury neighbor. It's not real. That's not what I meant. But like just like your typical American family household. Okay, just like median household, just down the block. Maybe in your neighborhood. They feel so good. That's another reason why I love Sims. It's like I have been like lately. I've been driving around, and I even I turned the car around to get this address, and I know that's creepy. But I wanted to get this address because I thought I was driving to my mom's house. She lives in the cutest part of the city. Let me tell you that right now. And so every house around her is just like, oh, so cute, so cute, so cute. Anyway, this house, they were working on the garage because it looks like they're about to sell it or they're about to rent it out. And the garage was open. So it kind of like, it made me look over and I'm like, oh my God, so cute. So I did what a Sim person would do. I turned the car around to get the address, and so I could go home and Google Maps it and build it. So I have that to look forward to this week. It's so cute, so cute. Yeah. So I can't. This week is looking up. I get to do some cool builds. I also have some I don't know. I have some like ideas that I kind of wanted to play around with. Not only just like real life houses. I'm kind of in my apartment grind again. I don't know about you, but I always go back there. It's just familiar. I love apartments. I always said that if I could, I would. I'd say that, but like we pretty comfortable here at our house. But like it's just I saw a person on TikTok recently who like she sold her house, took her earnings, whatever she had, and they put it in their savings account and they went and found a luxury apartment in their area. And now they live in a luxury apartment. Listen, their yard's taken care of, their pest control's taken care of. It was a brand new build, so everything's like so pretty and great. They have a swimming pool, a spa, a workout center, a clubhouse they can do all their parties at. So like Christmas dinner with family, birthday parties, they can do birthday parties at the pool. And this was like definitely luxury living apartments, which here in the city, there are so many of those new builds that are just like so nice, right? Anyway, so not only is it cheaper than her mortgage, but she then gets to have all those amenities. So I totally understand it. I'm like, ooh, let's just do that. No, I'm not. but it's tempting. I love apartments, and I love the idea of just taking our equity that we have in this house and just putting it in the bank and getting a really sweet apartment. But this seems a little drastic, especially for right now. So anyway, yeah, these bookshelves, I've been trying to find a house to use them in for the longest time, and here we are. And I love them. I think actually I don't think they're Sunday. I'm not sure the creator, but they are quite lovely. And I do love how it has the details, and I believe it has like maybe like 4 or 5 other colors, which is nice. So I just thought it fit really nicely over there. And I thought it felt cozy too. I've been trying my hardest not to just be so like, I don't know, like I'm usually like building like in a square, and I'm trying to like fill that square, if that makes sense. You know, like trying to push myself in that direction of like, hey, you can put a plant in front of something, because in a real house there would be, you know, of course you're gonna want like be able to walk around your furniture, but some things are tighter. You know what I mean? So I've been just trying to do that. What's some stuff you've been doing in The Sims? Or do you even play Sims? Do you just like watch people play? I mean, I've gone through so many seasons where I just like I don't play at all and I just literally watch people play. Uh but what's really great is that then it inspires me to play. I mean, there's been plenty of nights where I'm like I haven't played in a long time and I see somebody and I'm like I got to get on right now. I have to get on right now and I have to play. I hope that maybe I would inspire someone else to do that. You know, like it just of course that's why I'm doing this. I just think that there's so many of us who play Sims for so many reasons, but I think a lot of us share um same the same reason. I think a lot of us share, what I'm trying to say, is the fact that, well, one, it's nostalgic for me. I don't know about for you guys, but also it's so you can be creative. Like you can be so creative, and it's that whole build your own like alter ego. Like even if you just play Sims, that's definitely part of it. But also if you're building, you're like you're just being creative, you know. And I get inspired by so many other people to be creative by watching their content, and I just love the community. I really do. That's why I wanted to get more serious about this channel, because it brings everything I love together. I love design. I love homes. I love creating cozy spaces. And it also helps me a lot with anxiety. I am not like medicated or nothing like that, but all my life, I've dealt with it, and it helps me just calm down at the end of the day, unwind on a stressful day. Definitely been getting me through this job loss. Like, at least I have Sims to look forward to. You know, I have my family and things, of course, that too. But I really like the fact that I'm able to be creative, and it can be late at night. I don't have to like, oh, I have meetings in the morning. Like, what a weird feeling it is. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if I'll ever get used to it, honestly, because you do something for so long and then all of a sudden you're not doing it. But one of the things that I feel as though it has helped me through a lot of things in life, from even when I was a teenager and I was in my 20s and then I'm in my 30s, you know, now I'm a mom, and it's just, it's that one steady thing that I've always done that I just feel like it just feels right. You know what I mean? I don't know if you can relate, but, I've been trying to find other things to do in The Sims too. Like I actually thought about playing. I know. There are people who play and there's people who build and there's people who do both. People who do both, I think you're a different breed. I think you are a different breed. I The more and more that I am like reading online about the Sims community and things, I think that you kind of either or. And I don't mean like you just don't play ever. I'm just thinking if you build, you typically don't really play a lot. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But for me personally, I just haven't played. I haven't actively played in like 15 years. So, you know, I haven't done a rags to riches or anything like that in probably 20 years. Maybe something like that. A long time because I've just been building. And I like to do all the things I wish I could have done when I was a teenager. My computer could not handle CC. And I played on my computer. I also played on PS4, PS2, whatever. And PSP even. I had the Island Life. I forgot the name of that one, but I played that one a lot. So yeah, I just love The Sims. And I just realized that those those Pampers say Simpers. How great. See, it's just the little things. Anywho, thanks for being here. I hope you like the way it turns out. I'm going to end a little early so I can go watch Big Brother. But I did kind of rebrand the channel like I talked about in a couple of videos ago. And I'm getting more intentional about my scheduling of posts and playing a lot more, obviously, because I have more time. But if you like what I'm doing, I would absolutely love you to be here. I would love if you like that I yap. I know that I talk a lot, and that is for a very specific crowd of people. Some people may find that annoying, some people may love it. I know I personally love it when I am watching at night, or if I'm, like I said before, I'm cleaning or something and I'm watching someone yap and play The Sims. So that's my vibe, and that's what I bring to you. So if that's your thing, I would love for you to subscribe, comment, tell me you're here, and I will catch you next time.
I've been waking up alone. You left me here hours ago. Obsessively check my phone. Do you even know? Pick apart your every word. Push it down like I'm unconcerned. I've been damaged and it shows. When can you tell? Wait until